they'll never take me alive. I'm getting high, nigga, do or die. Strapped with this anger, feel inside. Even as a youngster, used to struggle with the pressures of a teen. Peer pressure got the best of me. Now I got so much anger. Never been a stranger to homicide. All I hung around was gangbangers. So later I eventually became one. 45 handgun strapped in my lower waistband, son. Now I got 25 lighters on my dresser. 24 hours to live, and I'm feeling under pressure like my mind's playing tricks on me. The 25 to life charges wouldn't stick on me, so they tried to flip on me. Time kept passing me by, but why do we cry when we know we all born to die? Tell me, why do I feel so much anger? My daughter Deidre looking at me like a stranger, and I can't blame her. They got your daddy on the run, and it seems like every day it's like a test to overcome. My body's feeling numb from all the pain I done suffered. I might act like it's all good, but I can't stand the motherfucker. Yeah, okay. What up, everyone? It's Wednesday Q&A, and the title for tonight is Thin Line Between Love. Oh, hold on. My bad. Echo. What up, everyone? Happy hump day. Wednesday, man. You made it. It's Wednesday. You halfway through the week. You almost there. So keep on pushing, man. But it's Wednesday Q&A, questions and answers, game and advice. And what we want to talk about tonight is in the title right there. If you can see it, I don't know if you can, but thin line between love and hate. You know, who really, when I say thin line between love and hate, it could be broken down many ways. But what I mean is like, it's a thin line between love and hate. Who really loves you and who really low key hates you, but may act like they love you or just whatever. You just never know where it's coming from. You know what I mean? That hate. And it's definitely worse when it comes from people you know. That's for sure. That's really the worst, because when it's from people you don't know or don't care about, it's not really, it really can't affect you. You know what I mean? As long as it ain't like the police or the IRS or something, but it's just a hater that hates you that you don't really deal with or anything. They can't really harm you. But if it's someone you know and that's close to you, they can't harm you. And that's not always the case. What I'm saying tonight is, but just in general though, a thin line between love and hate. Who really has love for you or supports you, and who really doesn't. But you may think they do. You know, because it's always a lot of people watching. It's always people watching, but what are their intentions when they're watching? What are they watching for? They're watching for you to fail. Like, somebody right now watching that just hopes, we crash right now. You feel me? Or they shut me down or whatever the case. I don't know. You feel me? But it could be that though. So it's a thin line between love and hate. See, like dude back here. Let me see. He got his hand around him. He laughing and grinning, but really, the back of his head, he like, you feel me? Dude, he's a bitch or whatever he thinking in the back of his head. He don't, fuck him. He don't deserve nothing, or he's whatever, or whatever. We don't never know. But it's just the thin line between love and hate. What do you feel about it? Let me see. Let me go to these comments. I can't even see. What up to everyone tapped in with us, man, tonight, man? My family, my loved ones, Western Ave Queen, my big sis. What up, Queen? You already know XCs and all that. That part. Oh, she said I'm muted. Muted. I don't think I'm muted anymore. I hope not. Just got off. Cut off. Just what? Just got to cut off. Oh, okay. So you can hear me, right? Correct. Okay, I'm just late on these comments. Polo the Cholo, what's up, my boy? Not no more. Not no more. What happened? Big Devil tapped in. Shout out to my boy Big Dev. That's a real one right there. That's a real one. See, ain't no in between. Ain't no like questions or like, I don't know. What Big Dev is solid, man. That's a solid homie right there, for sure. Um, and a positive guy, man. I love that video you and Mel did, man. At your job, homie. That was dope. Not muted anymore. Okay. Shout out to Elia Delgado, the top model, always repping our shit. Go follow her page right now, homie. What up, though, homie? Shout out to the Crippo, Southside Compton. Hey, man, what up, though? Tapped in. What up, loved one? Um, yeah, my low, yeah, man. Shout out again to my boy Big Devil from Linwood, man. From Linwood. Appreciate you, loved one. Hey, happy C-Day to Snoop Dogg. We got to give it up for Snoop. He turned 50, man. That's a big feat right there. And he just had a cold party last night. I'm sure a lot of y'all seen it. Some footage, but he had a cold party last night. The blue carpet treatment, man. That was pretty dope because he had some real ones in there with him. So I just love to see that, man. The homie Kev Mack made it out there, gangster, like all the homies, man. So that was a beautiful thing. Shout out to Snoop for that, and happy 50th birthday, homie, for sure. HQ in the house. What up? Shout out to HQ, the beautiful HQ 45. Good evening, sweetheart. Thank you for joining us tonight. Shout out to DD, our producer. Look at this, man. OG Steve, the love, man. The love is real, man. See what I'm saying? Like thin line between love and hate. Ain't no thin lines right there. Ain't no in between. I'm fucking with real ones like OG Steve, Big Dev, Queen, the sis. HQ, what up, HQ? Much love to you. Hey, OG Steve, thank you again, homie. Yeah, Steve is definitely a real one. He holds me down, and then I love that Steve is just he fucks with all the real ones though. So Steve is solid. Thank you, brother. Thanks again to Big Dev. And we're here tonight. And like I said, the title is The Thin Line Between Love and Hate. And people can take this a lot of ways. It don't have to be personal. We're not saying that personal. It's just in generally speaking, though, who really got love for you and who don't. And are you able to see that, peep that? Are your antennas up? And sometimes they're not. Because like I said, if it's someone close to you, that's when it really hurts the most. OG Steve, I'm coming out that way next year, bro. Yep. Coming up to the Bronx. Shout out to New York. Shout out to my boy Deb going to the 49ers game. He going out to Napa Valley this weekend. What up, Deb? Steve, solid in my book. I see you, Lo. Yep. HQ, what it do? Okay, but yeah, it's a thin line between love and hate, right? Generally, let me see. I'm gonna break down the synopsis. What my producer wrote. Generally, we make a person our close friends, and we eventually start to trust them as well. They are always there for us to make us feel good, special, happy, and motivated. Be it a breakup or any other disturbances, a true friend is always there to help you out. But how do you know that your friend is actually your enemy? People can be in disguise. They can hide their true feelings easily from us. So we can't see what they are thinking about us. Frenemy, a word that means a person who pretends to be your friend, but actually is your biggest enemy. They will always pretend to be your well wisher and be the best person in life, but they are the worst person you could have in your life. So how can you tell if you have a frenemy in your life? Chilling. You heard? Shout out to Big Deb. But Deb said, "What up, G? We getting things right for that tailgate for sure, for sure, for sure. I'm betting with y'all in my thing. My bets. I bet with San Fran. So good luck. I got homies, I got associates, and I have friends. And see, that's how you have to time reveal it all. That's right, HQ. But going back to what Big Deb said, see, That's how you got to break it down. See, the thing is to be mindful yourself, so you don't get caught up like that. You have to break down what different parts and what people are to you realistically. I mean, it's cool to say, everyone is my friend or everyone is boom, 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 boom. You got to break it down realistically. Must have instincts, intuition. That part. Look at that. Look at that pretty girl right there in that G-Lew shirt. Um, but you have to have intuition, right? But hold on. What? Going back to my homeboy Dev. Yeah, I got to go back to that because he really broke it down. You got to break it down what people really are to you. You know what I mean? Just like people at your job or whatever, may try to befriend you and you think they really your friend. No, they're just your job friend. Separate that. Like the homie said, I got homies, I got associates, and I have friends. And you have to know which one those people are. Because some people get them all mixed up. You think everyone is your friend or whatever, and they really not. So, you got to use that thing between your two shoulders, really. Let me look at these comments. Speak on it for sure. Or in tune with them, should I say. You see, Western Ave Queen say that part there, come real or don't come at all. That part. Come real or don't come at all. Yep. Okay. Said my big sis is a 49er fan. Shout out to them Niners. Um, Shout out to the Raiders. Next month I'm going to the Raider game for my birthday. So, hey, it's a beautiful thing. Um, uh, um, yep, yep. Okay. Um, Again, shout out to Big Dev and OG Steve, man. Again, much love. Shout out to my boy Keith Claus. He's in it's what is that country by Turkey somewhere? And he tapped in with us. He said he's gonna try to tap in again. Shout out to the homie CC Peachy. What up? As I get older, I have very few friends. And like I said, that don't mean a bad or a good thing. It's just knowing who is who. Who, like you just said, you have very few friends. So that means you probably, and I know you got a lot of people and associates, family, but that means it's only a few you can call friends, and you recognize that. Everybody's just, you can't get that real title. It could just be an associate, or somebody I know, or cool, and you just have to protect yourself at all times, like they say in boxing. And sometimes it may take to break shit down differently, not cut people off, but put them in their category or whatever. They may not like that, but you have to protect yourself, your space, your energy, your soul, whatever, because you only get one you. So protect that first. My homie Dev say, I learned in my adolescent years not to put all your trust in a man for show, because a human will let you down every time. Save room in your heart to understand that. Man. I agree with that totally. And the main thing he said is just never, and that's in the Bible, like don't put your trust in man, period. Because a man is just a human, just like you. And they're not perfect, they're not God, just like your pastor, your preacher, he's still a man. Don't think he's God, you know? So yeah, I agree with what Big Dev said. Some friends become family, some become strangers. Yeah. Yeah, even family. But like I said, family can be the ones that hurt you the most at times too. But family will always have a soft spot in your heart. So it's just what it is. Let me see. DJ Maniac said, yes, it's dangerous out here. You have to watch out for your friends. A lot of people don't know how to be genuine anymore. For real, bro. That's real shit. And not even like you said, they just don't even know how. Ain't that a bitch? They just don't know how. Don't even know about it. Not that they acting or don't know, just acting ignorant. They just don't know how. So it's going back to how people are raised these days, man. It's a different time generation, but I don't know. Um Elliot said Don't take shit personal. Those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. Yep. Shout out to Miss Reed, Miss 702. 702. I'm coming to the 702 next month, though. I'm gonna need some hospitality. I'm gonna go holler at my boy Kev Mac. Uh, let me see. Sometimes genuine ain't what it seems. You feel me? Shout out to the realest podcast, the G-Lew Show, and my favorite, Los Angeles, California. Los Angeles. Uh, Califas. Um, yeah, yeah. Hey, okay, let me see. Do we got questions? Because it is Q&A, questions and answers. So we got questions and hopefully we have answers. Let me see. Signs that signs that your friend may actually be your enemy, meaning frenemy. Okay, we didn't need that. Do people try to get close to you because of what you have to offer or your personality? Is that a trick question? Nah, I mean that's everyday life. We know that. People know as you grow up, especially you learn that. So if you're grown now, you're my age or whatever age you are, at this point in your life, you should be able to differentiate that and know what that question meant, right? And how to answer it personally, because everyone should have their own personal answer to that question. But it's speaking generally. Do people try to get close to you because of what you have to offer or because of your personality? Mm. So if someone wants to get close to you because of your personality, that means they like you just as a person, or they think you're cool. I don't know, whatever. But if someone wants to get close to you because of what you have to offer, that's not good. That's the red flag everyone been throwing up on social media lately. That's the red flag, but you should know that already, right? You should know if someone's taking advantage of you at this point in your life. There's no excuses. CC Peachy said, if you make investments in a friend's business, what should you expect as a return? If you make an investment in a friend's business, what should you expect in return? What do you mean? So a real business agreement? You really went into business with someone? If that is the case, you should expect your return in full. Whatever you went in business with as your friend or whoever, if you enter a business agreement and you're supposed to see a return, you need to receive your return in full. I don't know if that's what you meant or not, or if you just mean a friend. I don't know. Break that down a little bit for me. Lack of loyalty sets the tone with people. Sets the tone with people I don't fuck with or even let on my space. That part. You can get the duck sick. That part. And that's what I'm saying. Just you notice at this point in your life, people that are bullshit people or people you don't want to you wouldn't deal with. You know what I mean? And that's whether it be friends, family, or whatever. If they not on the level, and I don't mean level meaning like you better than someone. I mean just level period. You know what I mean? The level parking deck I'm on, the space I hold in my circumference. You know, you're not worthy to be in it. I mean, you're just not gonna be in it, and it's not personal. Um, if I don't fuck with you, I don't pretend. Um, I don't pretend. I don't fake no support. If I ride with you, it's because you solid. That part. Shout out to Western Ave Queen, man. And she's solid as they come, cause Western Ave. That's like my sis now for real, and she's solid. Um, whatever the contract permitted. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. I don't really understand that question right there. Was that just like a friend question? Invest in friendship, or you really mean like a business? Because if that's the case, you deserve your return in full, and that's how friends become enemies and shit like that. It's not always really good to mix business with pleasure. And we find that out too. And that's not always the case because you do have solid friends that really you can make money with and want to make money, but it doesn't matter if they're your friend. It just matters their mind state. Like if you guys are on the same page, but if y'all not on the same page, this shit's like disaster. And like I said, it really be your friends and family because you be quick to like go in business with them or try to make something happen because that is your friend, family or friends. But you learn quickly that that's not the deal. You know, everyone's went through that, I'm sure. Uh, so are your investments back for sure? Tone West, what it do? What up, G-Lew? Providence, Rhode Island, tapping in. Shout out to Providence, Rhode Island, man. Shout out to Japan, man. I got love from my people over there in Japan today. They way over there rocking with the G-Lew show. So shout out to them. Um, let me see. DD says some folks ain't like that though. What? Oh, they smile on your face and really don't like you. Okay. Um, said they vicious in disguise, so you have no contact. When you invest, you are most likely looking for additional revenue to profit from and some kind of gain. Exactly. I ain't trying to invest just to be investing and then just to get back what I invested. That don't make sense. You know, that don't make good sense, man. It's too strong, man. Okay, anybody, I'm curious as to what I would do since I have a business. Okay, I mean, you have a business, so you already on the right road. You know what you're doing. If you have a business, I just would not prefer or refer or advise you to go in business with family and friends. I just would. But I'm saying again, that's not always the case because you may have somebody solid in your family that you know you can do business with. But I'm just saying most most times it doesn't work that way, even though you want it to. Salute to Tone West. Fuck friendships, huh? uh, what would be a reasonable return for the investor? Yeah, I'm trying to still see what was the business proposition, the agreement. What did you invest in? I'm still lost on that. Excuse me. Um, I done cut off family behind that shit. No, how fake. Yeah, because again, family it's fucked up as it sounds. Family or real close friends are the ones that usually, you know, do you the most or the dirtiest or whatever you went through that was fucked up. Because again, somebody you ain't close to really can't hurt you. Keep it real. They can just pray to or hope you know whatever. But if they're not close to you, they can't really fuck with you like that unless they are really on your bumper like some real shit. But 9 times out of 10, it's your closest people that can get to you and hurt you the most. We know that. So you just have to be wise on how you move or get down with somebody in your family if you choose to do business or what stuff like that. You know, because it just usually doesn't work out, but not all the time. Um, fuck family too. Few members who can't call me old friends, I walk right past them. Um, right. So get everything in writing and notarize. There you go. Especially when you're dealing with family, because again, that's how you could miss a lot of stuff because you just really we family handshake type stuff or I love you and all that and it's a lot of shit you miss or they won't keep their word on. So that's why you get your shit notarized. So you have proof. Yep. Good shit, Elliot. I still say hi to everyone though. That's right. Okay, do you believe in the old saying keep your friends close and your enemies closer? Yes. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that statement or quote like that, but I mean that quote is real. Um, keep your friends close or your friends close, your enemies closer or whatever. And you know the reason they say that is going back to what I just said. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. You see how they said your friends close, your enemies closer, because most of the time your friends are your enemies, frenemies, and that's sad. But depending on how many friends you have, that's why nowadays you hear a lot of people say they have very few friends or only so many friends because you just can't call everyone a friend. A friend, if you call somebody a friend, that's almost like calling them family. Real talk. And sometimes friends are really more closer and more trustworthy than your family. Like when you say my friend or my best friend, you really mean your really your friend for real, like your sister, and she closer than your sister if you got one. Sometimes because that's just what it is. You don't call everyone certain things, friends or whatever you call them. You know that means something to you. Everybody been a snake before, and show you right. You feel me? Like everyone done did some grimy shit before. You know, some may worse than others. Some may still be grimy. We don't know that. We don't know where people at in their life. You feel me? But that's a real quote right there. Everyone done some fucked up shit, or even if they didn't know it, they learned. They had to learn through that. You know, so that's a real quote right there. But it's who are you today? Who are you right now, though? You know, uh, HQ said, I don't get the concept of enemies. Either I fuck with you or I don't. It's not personal. Preach. Real shit, Q. Um, again, because that's what I like. I like what Devil said earlier. You got to break everything down. Like Ace and Queen said, I don't know who a enemy is because I feel the same way. I don't got no enemies because I know I don't have no direct enemies. Like I ain't got no beef going. So anything else that's called an enemy, I don't even know who you are. You feel me? So I feel you on that because I don't fuck with you and it's not personal. You feel me? So I ain't worried about it. Um, my best friend runs 24 years strong. I got people I fuck with and people that know me or of me. If I don't claim you, you ain't shit. If I don't claim you, you ain't shit on me. On my mama. That's why you watch what people do, how they speak on other people. That's a fact, Elia. That's a fact. Somebody could tell you how they are by like you said, just listening to them, how they speak about other people. They always talking bad on someone or whatever. Why are they doing that? Why they got the energy? They may have real beef. I don't know, whatever. But I ain't wasting my time talking about nobody else to nobody else. You lucky if you get some of my time to speak to you. You bitch, you. Shout out to Mac Malone. Uh, let me see. Facts. Minding the business that pays me. That part, homie. Shout out to Providence, Rhode Island. Mind the business that pays you. That need to be the only business you worry about. What you got going on at work tomorrow or whatever you doing. And that shit need to be left after 8 hours or however many. 'Cause I ain't taking it home with me either. Mind the business that pays you. Big Dev said, I had 4 close friends from the turf. Real friends, but they all died behind the madness. Yeah, see, we lose a lot of and that be the fucked up shit too. The ones you really lose be the most real ones. You know, that's sad. I just lost my homeboy Tweety to the feds, behind his own actions. But he really like you too old to be like, damn, and he got some real time to look at. And I lost my homeboy Smokey. Well, that's my homeboy from like 5th grade. Real dude, man, solid dude. Solid dude. When I say that, I mean a real that's gonna be there for you. Or really be there. So that's why I go so hard for Smokey, man. My homeboy Art, rest in peace. Um, they running someone else's business. They for damn sure gonna run yours. Yep, for real. Hey, well, that's real, Big Dev. I feel you on that, bro. Um, all right. Let me see where we at with some more of these questions. Questions and answers, gaming advice. Wednesday nights, October 20th, 2021. Shout out to Big Snoop Dogg. It's his C day. It's some more people's birthday today too. I just can't think of who all it was. But whoever is celebrating a birthday today, much love to you. You feel me? Um, all right. Don't serpents bite. I don't know about that. Okay. Do you believe? Okay. Do they? I don't know. Hold on. Work with me here. Let me see. Do they seem to be unexpectedly happy or excited um, about your win, no matter how big or small? Yeah. But again, see, like with that type of shit, I'm not worried about what somebody thinks, what I did, or whatever. I ain't even. It ain't that serious. Um, for me personally, I don't give a fuck about all that. Real trust takes time to develop, show, and tell. And you know what too? What you know? We I started to learn, and I'm learning too. Sometimes, man, like you just said, in that last question, do they laugh or how do they when you win? How do they react and all that? I can't worry about it and all that, but um, sometimes, man, you get more love from not strangers, but people that's not like you said, the ones you would think. Just like you said, how do they react? Your family or friends or whoever that's supposed to be supporting you, you're gonna get more love from the people that don't even know you like that. They gonna be over there really uh not jumping up and down, but really like happy. Oh, woo, 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 happy for you like that. Big smile on their face or whatever. Happy when you win. So sometimes it ain't all about that. So you can't really worry about that how someone really feels or whatever. Actions speak louder than words to me. So it don't even really matter. Oh, my bad. Okay, let me see. I lost my best friend. She was from the other side after separation. Shit still haunts me because I would have lit her ass up behind the war without even knowing because we was at it. It wasn't us that took her. Oh, okay. That's deep. That's deep. Um, wasn't us that took her out. But it haunts me that it could have been me that did it. Well, it wasn't you. So you can't let that, get to you. But I don't even want to get into that we don't even want to get all that deep. It's a bigger picture. Monique, what it do? Shout out to Monique 100. Yeah. Shout out to Monique. Hey Monique, we talking about, it's a very thin line between love and hate. And what I mean by that, I ain't talking about your regular hate, your haters. You gotta have haters, whatever, but they don't matter. It's a thin line between love and hate um when what when are you really getting real love or real hate and you just don't know it, like meaning this thin line like that, like people you think got love for you really don't, deep inside they don't. So that's what we saying. Mo. Yep, shout out to Monique. um Shout out to the Dodgers, man. Fuck, they cannot pull it out, so it don't look good. It does not look good, man. um where should I have? Okay, let me get back to the questions. So we answered that, right? I think we did. Um, okay, are they actually getting jealous of it? Hence, they are trying to cover their feelings. Okay. Do they like to create scenes with any issue? Okay, that's a good one, I guess. Do they like to create scenes with any issues? Like any issue, you guys got it become damn near a fight. Little word, not even an argument turns into an argument to a fight. I get that, but again, I don't know. That's some girl stuff because I'm not arguing with no other dude for real about nothing. I don't give a fuck how you feel. How do you take any issue? I'm not gonna argue with you, especially if it's the wrong energy. You probably won't even get no more words from me, homie. Bang that like button if you like something. You feel me? Um, let's smash that like button. That part, DD. Monique said, I have so-called family members that are evil. Real, I mean, that's what I spoke on earlier. Like families, unfortunately, are the main ones that can hurt you the most. That's just facts because they're closest to you. So you're gonna give them a pass. You're gonna overlook this or that or whatever the case. Or like someone said earlier, you're gonna go in business with them and not gonna get your return back. They just fucked the whole shit up, not even getting no return, no nothing. They just fucked it up. So you're gonna get all that, maybe roommate with a family member or something, and that goes all bad. Whatever. It's just hard to mix business with pleasure. But we all go through it. We all have went through it one time or another. And all of it ain't bad. Let me say that. It's just a higher percentage that is bad. And who's to blame? That's some show shit. I'm not a talker. I'm good on people. Hey, I know that's right, Monique. She said, I'm good on people. Just leave me the fuck alone. For real. That's real, Monique. Hey. Um, let me see. Let me see these others. She got some more shit on here. Um, hey, when everything seems to be perfect in the friendship, they will find something out of it to have conflict with you just to find drama. Yeah. So I mean, the last few questions have been all red flags. So if you have that many red flags, that don't need to be your friend. That's with anyone. If you're going through all that with somebody that's supposed to be your friend, that ain't your friend, homie. You need to cut that short. You just need to respect. See, look, it all starts with you. That's why I said earlier, people protect yourself or protect yourself at all times, meaning your energy, your structure, your character, your soul, your mindset, your whole get down. Protect that. Look at yourself in the mirror every day. Know who the fuck you are when you look at yourself in the mirror. Everybody can't look at themselves and know who they really are, what they really see. They'll look in the mirror. They lie so much. They look in the mirror and lie to their own self. Be able to look in the mirror and know who you are. You understand? So that's what I'm trying to say. Protect everything. So you get a self check. You get a mic check before you get up out the house. You know who you are, what you got to do, what you supposed to do, what you represent. You feel me? You know that when you look in the mirror. So it's like if you could do that, you'll be good, and no one can fuck that energy up. No one can get inside of you to do all that. Hey, I'm not even having those type of conversations. Especially at the age we at right now. Like I'm saying, you should have went through all that shit already. But the age we at right now, your tolerance is like that for bullshit. You don't have no time for no bullshit. It just ain't happening. That's how people go to jail, man. And ain't nobody trying to go to jail right now. I ain't trying to go to jail for doing something to somebody. You feel me? I'm just not. But if I do, that's what it'll be for, because I had to do something to a motherfucker. I had to. You forced me to thrash you. Okay, yeah, my OG pops told me long time ago, watch all these not the outsiders, but the inside. He knew folks before we got grown. I see what he meant. Yeah. And, when we get grown, that's when we really understand everything really fully. Some get catch on quicker than others, some are a little sharper than others, but it really takes us to be grown to really go back and recalculate and reassess everything and know the good game you got, you know what I mean, and things that make sense now. And you always say, damn, I wish I would have known that then. You did know it, but you didn't apply it because it didn't sit, that's why even youngsters now, no one's really, it's hard to get through youngsters because youngsters gonna live their life. They gotta slip, they gotta fall, get up. Some just learn and some don't. Some more hard headed than others. But hey, it is what it is. Big Dev said the link. Okay. um, yeah, so it just is what it is. Uh, peace upon you, Sunny Hill Infinity. What happened? Did I miss something? Okay, that's your people. Rest in peace. I don't know how to Haitian Queen said, I don't know how to argue back and forth. State your opinion, I state mine, and I'm done. Hey, the cold part, I can see she's dead serious. Shout out to HQ. Uh, let me see. Yeah, some of your own people will size you up. Ain't that a bitch? They get their ass sized right back up too. It's just like you said, just don't. You just have to protect yourself, man. Period. At all times, and that's whatever that mean to you. That's what it is. Protect yourself. 'Cause you all you got, man. Nobody gonna look after you like you. That's just the facts. That's just the facts of the matter. We got Big Dev here. What up, Dev?
Yo, 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 what up, G-Lew?
What up, loved one? How you doing, homie?
Oh man, just cooling. Sipping on this little it's this chocolate mocha from
Oh,
Starbucks, whatever it says, little coffee.
oh, okay. You working tonight or you chilling?
Yeah, I'm working tonight.
Okay,
Well, I'm
okay.
sitting at work, but I ain't working though. I'm just sitting at
Right,
work.
right, right. Hey man, I did well I told you already. I like that video you guys did, man. That was real that was cool right there. And like I said, a youngster can look at that really and be inspired by that. That's what I really
Mhm.
liked about that, man. And then go back and check your whole get down your stories and interviews and then see you like that. That's really inspiring, man. So I really dug that video. And that's why I like Melly Mel, because see the hood postman, he'll do that type of stuff and bring that out. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Really fuck with you. You know what I mean? So shout out to Melly Mel.
and it's crazy because before I mean, I always knew of Melly Mel, heard his name around or whatever, but I never really met him until we started doing the interviews, and it was
Right,
shocking that he knew a lot of stuff about me and stuff from being around in the neighborhood and stuff and seeing me and shit. But I never saw him and shit. He come about
right,
a couple of incidents, off camera, of course. I'm like, damn, how you know about that? He's like, oh, I remember whoop, whoop. This I'm like, damn, you was
right.
around like that. I must have been, overlooking you or something. But yeah, he know his shit, man. He did a
Melly
lot of
Mel old. I mean, not like in a bad way. He older.
yeah,
He
yeah,
really been
yeah,
there, but he just looks so young. You wouldn't know
hmm
really how old he is. But Melly
yeah.
Mel is really, been there. He really a big
Hmm.
homie. Um, man, yeah. Shout out to Melly Mel. Same way, Mel would make it happen. Like I was same way. I was fucking with Mel and all that. We was communicating and then one day he like, shit, man, I'm coming to you. Where you at? Whoop, whoop. Came over there. I was with my boy Flossie and he came right over there and was on it, man. I'm like, yeah,
Hmm.
Mel a real one. Shout out to Melly Mel, the hood postman. Go follow his page and channel, man. Great content over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on with you, Deb?
Oh man, just chilling, kicking back, man. Trying to get this little week over with,
Yeah.
and you know, touching on the subject with a good
What
subject tonight,
Yeah,
friends
what
and
you feel about that, man? Because that is a good subject, I think, man. Because everyone, I'm sure, deals with that one way or another. And it's a real, like I said, a thin line between love and hate, and that can go a long way. However you break that down, but that's real though, real life, right?
right, yeah, real
W-
life.
yeah, what you think about that?
For me, this just you learn over the years that when you make friends out here in these streets and you're growing up with these dudes or whatever, and in your mind, you taught to be loyal. You know what I mean? And you don't know how to handle betrayal and backstabbing. You don't know nothing
Right,
about envious and people, being jealous of you and people really scared of you and they can't say nothing. So, you giving everybody the benefit of the doubt. So you welcoming everybody with open arms or whatever, and you think everybody your friend
right,
until certain situations come and then you like, damn, that wasn't even damn, that ain't, that's just my homie. That ain't my friend,
right.
because what I take from friendship is if I'm your friend, I'm gonna be in your best interest
Yeah,
at heart with everything that I do and say, all my actions. You know what I mean?
the actions are
And
gonna show
right.
exactly. Yeah,
If I pull up on you, right, you know what I mean, and I know, let's just say for instance, you lost your job or whatever, you got a family to take care of. You know what I'm saying? As a friend, I'm gonna pull up on you, you know what I mean, and and let you know, man, it's gonna be all right. You know what I mean? You're gonna bounce back.
Right.
This and that. But as a homie, I'm gonna pull up on you, get all the information, and then go spread it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Talk
Right.
bad about, oh, that nigga lost a guy.
Right. Right.
Make a
Yeah.
mockery out of him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. You broke that down. See, Devil, I'm glad you on her. Just like earlier, that comment you made was the same thing. Like right now, like you said, knowing how to separate who is who. Because some people,
Mm-hmm.
like you said, will be so not blind, or I don't want to say ignorant, but like you said, will really think that's the homie too. Like you said, that's my homie, or that's my homeboy, and my friend, the same dude that you said that left and went and spread his business out there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, he just
Yeah.
got laid off. He fucked up. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? And they'll be like, yeah, that's the homie. He on the phone. Yeah, the homie just left. Oh, the
Yeah.
homie
Gonna
just
laugh.
told me. Oh yeah, because they'll be
Yeah.
like, I heard you got fired. How'd you know that? Yeah, the
Yeah.
homie.
Gonna laugh and make fun of your misfortunes. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? And I have, real friends, like,
Right,
that where I have $1 in my pocket. You know
right,
what I'm saying? And he come up with $2.
right,
And he give me $1. You know what I mean? Hey, bro, you hungry? Yeah, I only got $2, but here we gonna split this. We gonna split this hamburger.
right,
You know what I mean? Them real friends right there. We
right,
build bonds together. You know what I'm saying? You go from nothing to something together. You know what I mean? You uplift each other.
right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's where that loyalty come in at. Cause I'd have been in situations where uh, something happened to a good friend of mine or whatever, and he called me. I'm coming. I'm not.
And even no
Asking
question, like,
questions.
because that's when you
Yeah,
know the difference, like you said again,
right,
between a real homie or someone that's just you call, he gonna have you still on the phone 10 minutes later. You got
right,
all the questions, but he ain't on the way.
right. I was surrounded by my enemies at a hospital. About 30 niggas ran up in there on me. You know what I mean? Not no exaggeration, nothing. I mean, they caught me slipping. They come
Right,
up in
right,
there, they try to, harm me. I make one phone call. Now, I didn't call no homie. I called my
right,
friend. You
right.
know what I'm saying? And it wasn't no, what you doing up there? Why you up there? And how many
It's
is
just
it? And
like
what
I'm on
this?
the way.
I'm coming.
I'm on the way.
I'm coming. I'm
Yeah,
coming. You
yeah.
know what I mean? It's gonna be a 30 on three. It's gonna be a 30 on three. We're just gonna get our, get whooped
Right,
on. But them as friends and them type of dudes, you hold them close to your heart. You know what I mean? You can trust them.
right, right.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause a lot of these people, man, you can't put no trust in them, man, because
You can't.
as soon as you think you can trust them, man, they gonna let you down.
Right. And
You
Deb,
know
I'm
what I
glad you're
mean?
speaking on that, because like, how do you separate? Say, like one, I was going to ask you this a little bit earlier, so I guess it's a double question. Do you think first, it is an advantage, like not to say an advantage, being a street cat, or being out there in the streets, or where we learn the game, where you learn different shit, so you know how to deal with people more because you experience this so much fuckery, fake dude, people that turn fake, that do some scandalous shit. All this shit you done went through 20 times. So you kind of know more than the average like person that's going through this stuff where they don't know really how to read different signs. And second of all, um, what was I gonna say? Oh, how do you differentiate or get to a point where you from a you an individual that's from a neighborhood or whatever, and like you say, just like when you coming up or you young, all your homeboys is your homeboys, my brothers, you know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom.
Mm-hmm.
But like you say, as you grow older, you learn that ain't necessarily the case. They your homeboys, but they not your homeboys, even if they from your neighborhood. So how do you separate, like you just said, those are my homeboys, and there's only so much I would do or put myself on a line for one person just because they from my neighborhood, or opposed to that's my real homeboy.
I used to always, you got to put people to the test. You got to give people enough rope to hang themselves. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like uh, put them in a situation. You know what I mean? To where you're looking for a certain response, and then that's going to tell you if that's your friend or not. You know what
right.
I'm saying? And it's always when your back is against the wall,
Yeah,
you're in dire need of something.
that's the biggest
You know what I
test.
mean? Whether it's just a conversation or somebody to console you, you're going through something. 'Cause we all go through stuff in life. You know what I mean? But a lot of people be egotistic. You know what I mean? They figure that can't nobody tell me nothing. I can handle the stuff on my own. But sometimes you need somebody to be there for you. So you just put
Right,
people to the test.
right,
Like I might tell you a lie. You might say, hey man, hey man, my wife cheated on me and she pregnant by this dude.
just so
I'm
we
gonna
can
see if
go
he
over
gonna
here.
spread that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I
If
got you. I
somebody
got you.
asks him, you know, hey, what's
Right,
going on with them?
right,
Whoa,
right,
whoa,
right,
bro, ain't nothing going on with the
right,
homie.
right,
You know,
right. Yeah,
when you
yeah,
can put trust in people and you can trust them with information, with money, with all different types of things that a person to sell you out on, when you can put that trust in them your friends.
yeah.
You know what I
Facts,
mean? And
facts.
and and living the street life, you know, I can grow up with you, or I didn't grow up with dudes or whatever, and I'm thinking they a certain way, and somebody lose their life on the street. You know, you looking for this person to be just like you to revenge that, and they turn their back. You know what I
Right,
mean? Not
right.
because of fear, because they never liked him in the first place, because he was the one with the money, he was the one with all the girls, he was the one with the big car. So envious, you
Yeah.
envious and jealous of this man. You know what I mean? So I look at that like, you know what? That ain't no dude I want to be around.
Right, right. Or,
You know what I
or
mean?
Deb, how about this part when you could like, because this happens too, and I don't mean anybody could have just misread it or just never came out, but you could have a homeboy or someone close or whatever that you call a friend or whatever that for years, was solid or you thought was, and then just one time, one day, or one event, incident, it just turns all bad to make you question the whole get down. You know what I mean? This is someone you really was close to, and they changed your whole perspective. How do you deal with that moving forward with the even like how you deal with other people?
Yeah. If it's life threatening, then yeah, you got to deal with them in a certain way. You know what I mean? You can't. I wouldn't cut them off all the way, because everybody ain't like you. Everybody ain't gonna be like you. Ain't gonna have that mentality. Everybody's different. You know what
Right,
I'm saying? So, you know what I mean. He might be a friend in a different way. He might be that friend. He a real good friend to you, but he can't fight.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
You know what I mean? Or he a really good friend to you, but he can't teach you nothing. You know what
Right.
I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So
exactly. You can't get
you know what
nothing
I'm
out
saying?
of yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So each and
Conversation.
everybody is,
Yeah.
is different. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like I said earlier, I had four real close friends, you know what I mean, that I grew up with, over 30 years of friendship, you know what I'm saying? And these dudes were like, they take the shirt off their back for you.
Right,
Like literally, like, you know what I'm saying? Homie, here. You know what I'm saying? It was times where we going to parties. I ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? My shoes busted. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna ask my mama for no money, because she
right,
already taking care of 4 kids and all. You know what I mean? I don't got it like that. But, his parents looking out for him. So he like, bro, here, you can put these shoes on, put that
right,
shirt on, okay, you cool. Ain't finna make fun of you, you know what I mean? But if I'm looking nice, I want you to look nice with me. You know what I mean?
right,
That stuff that you take, that you remember for a lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Them was friends.
right.
You know,
Oh.
but in this day and time, man, I mean, you know, I got
Can one still make new and I know that's like taboo or cliche because most people you'll meet and say I ain't trying to meet no new friends, but we do meet new friends, whether
yeah.
it's forcibly or just accident or whatever the case. But meeting new friends and that shit, do you still think it's hope to like meet new friends and it be like genuine to where you really fuck with them or it's just always going to be associates because you don't even have the time to deal with it.
So sometimes them be the real friends too. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Be
yeah,
dudes that you didn't even grow up with.
right.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly. I
Because
said that earlier.
right, yeah,
Yep,
yeah, because they don't know where you came from, so
yep.
everything is on an even playing field.
You
You
can't
know what I'm
judge
saying?
you,
So
and that's some
right,
real shit
exactly.
again, Deb. You
Yeah,
hit it. You hit it again.
yeah. It's
That
an
that
even
that is
playing
real.
field.
Equal playing
You know,
field.
the
Again,
dudes
like
you
I said
come.
earlier, people that just know you and they could have known you for years, and like I said again, they
Mhm.
change or whatever the case because they know you too much, so they think they
Right,
know what they can and can't do to you. You feel
right.
me? When somebody doesn't know you, they don't have that on you. So everything, like you said, is
Yeah.
on even playing field. You have to judge a
Mhm.
person by how they are or present themselves to you or whatever the case. That's it.
Yeah,
Until they
because I
fuck
got a
that
lot
up.
of right. Because I got a lot of friends that that ain't from my neighborhood, and I ain't grow up with them, but I meet them. Been
Right,
knowing them for some years or whatever, and he's some real good, righteous cats. You know what I mean?
right,
You know what I'm saying? They don't. It's just crazy how the ball bounce sometimes, because you would think that the dudes you grew up with, supposed to be more closer to you than the dude that you only met,
Yeah,
2, 3 years ago.
yeah, for
You
sure.
know what I mean?
Fact.
But
Or
these be
even
solid
sometimes your
dudes.
enemies or something. If you locked up with
Yeah,
them or meet them on different circumstances, and they're like, this is a cool dude right here, but
hmm
you just would never know that.
yeah. And then people that when you grow up like me, people, my homies expected me to be the same way for forever. You know what I
Right.
mean? And it's like they don't see you and see your progression and
Your
see that okay,
progression, how
you
you
changed
grown,
yourself.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, I
Without them
respect
saying
that.
you just changed or you on some
Yeah,
hot funny shit. They don't
yeah,
see
yeah,
it
yeah.
realistically. Like, no,
hmm
he literally just grew. He's doing
Yeah,
different things. You know what I mean?
yeah. Because that's the
That's
stuff I
that,
heard. When
yeah,
I was 15, 16 years old, and it was big homies who was working, take care of their business. They'd come through in their construction trucks or whatever, drink a couple of beers, and they go off to their family. And the first thing the person say, "Man, fuck that nigga,"
yeah.
and I'd be like confused,
Them the
like,
ones I
"But ain't that the
always
homie?"
respected the most. When you see
Yeah, like,
someone come and they got respect still, whatever, but
yeah,
they obviously doing some different shit, working or whatever, and they
yeah,
just coming through to show love and get
mm-hmm,
known. Them like the ones you really
yeah,
respect. I always
yeah.
did.
Them the homie.
Yeah,
I'm thinking that's the homie. Like, yeah,
yeah,
fuck him. Like, why? Why? And then
right,
as I got older, I was like, oh, okay, now I see why. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because it's like if I'm in the streets and I'm gang banging, I'm in the streets and you gang doing
yeah,
my stuff or whatever, and you trying to live a certain life, and we
yeah,
friends, I'm not gonna put that on you. Go home with your family. I got this.
right,
You know what I'm saying? We
right,
got this, homie. Go home. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do it no more. Just do your thing. You know what I mean?
exactly,
Like people tell me, like, Dad, what you doing hanging out, man? You don't leave you over here, man. You can go home, man. You got, doing your stuff, but then you got the people that's in the background, what I mean, with that evil eye, you
right,
know what I
right,
mean? They got
yeah,
they looking at you from the side, checking
on the
you out.
side, yeah,
They know more about your business than you actually told
yeah.
them. Them the ones you need to be looking at right there.
That's the sad part. That's the
Yeah,
sad part, but it's just it's reality. You know,
yeah,
unfortunately it is. And that's just like how you said again, you have to always be just aware. And I know that's
mm-hmm.
even hard to do. No one's perfect, so you can't always be aware of
Yeah,
everything, you know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
But that's the truth of the matter. You need to be because like you said, those are the worst ones, the people in the
Yeah,
background are, low key, just okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
You just gotta protect your heart and don't be quick to bring everybody into your circle.
right.
You know,
Facts.
give them enough space. Like, you know what, I'm gonna give you 6 feet. You know what I'm saying? Every time I see you, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, we cool and all, but you know, as long as I
Facts.
know, what I'm saying, I'm not gonna put you in my circle and allow you to stab me in the back. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Nah, we ain't doing that.
Right. Facts. Fact. Said, cuz you on one right now, Deb. Yeah, for sure. Deb's he hit on like I know for sure three or four uh that I was really like, yes, you know what I mean, from earlier up to now, dead on. You know what I mean? Of the breakdown of how it needs to be said. Because that's real. Elliot says some women
Mm-hmm.
have the same mentality. I'm big on energy. People's intentions always reveal themselves eventually. Yeah. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. And people gonna always eventually if there's something phony about them or if they like whatever, like
Yeah,
their intentions ain't good, it's gonna come out. Or
yeah.
or
And
not even if they gotta tell it, it's just it'll come out eventually. Even you
for
will
sure.
eventually see something like that's
Mm-hmm.
not right. If you know what I mean. So
Yeah. Because I
yeah,
always got a big ear. I got a big ear for stuff. When people start talking to me, I mean, you can hear the BS from a mile
right,
away.
right,
You can smell, you can
right.
see it.
Yeah,
Like when
you can see
somebody
it.
somebody comes, yeah, somebody like say you bought you a brand new house and you inviting all your friends over, and somebody walk up to your house and they say, "Oh, damn, G, this is a nice spot, man. This is a nice place, man. Oh, I'm proud of you, bro." Woo, woo. That's genuine.
Yeah,
When somebody come up in your house and say, "Oh
start
shit, you got a
picking
lot of
shit
money
out.
in your pocket, man. You got a
Yeah,
lot of money. Why you didn't paint that wall purple?
yeah, exactly.
Hey, why you
Start
didn't put
looking for
that
shit.
green?"
Yeah,
Yeah, they
yeah.
start pointing stuff
Facts,
out, and what I mean, ain't really,
facts.
them is the
That's
people that
always a red flag.
you
That's
got to pay
always the
attention to
red
them.
flag. Yeah, like
Yeah,
why are you all so even if that is the case, like I'm not gonna be up there. I'm gonna be happy for you. Like I'm not gonna be
right,
woo. You know what I mean? So
right.
like you said, that's definitely a red flag. If someone doing all
Yeah,
that, that's a flag off top.
yeah.
That's a
My
flag on the
mind,
play.
my mentality has been, if you got it, help me get it.
Right,
Don't give me nothing. I ain't
right.
looking for nothing.
Yeah,
Pull me up
just
with you.
pull me
Show
up.
me,
Yeah. Give me the
show me
game. Give me
how
the
you did it.
information.
Hey,
Yeah.
show me how you did it. You know what I'm saying? I want to do it just like that. I'm finna be
Right.
mad at you. If you
Right.
eating, if you could put cheese on your burger, show me how I can put cheese on my burger.
Right. That
I ain't
part.
gonna be mad. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And
That's
if
just
that
crazy.
person don't do nothing with it, that's on them. But if you gave them the
Right.
information, and like you said,
Yeah.
that's all it takes, and you did your job then, So it
Right.
should be no reason, man. And that's just the problem, I think, with everyone, man. No one, everyone always be scared to bring the next person up for whatever reason. You know what I mean? It's like they don't want. Excuse me. They're not gonna tell you this little bit of information that could probably help you. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
They're just not gonna do it. They be like, "No, I ain't
Yeah.
gonna." Won't.
It's like
That's our
it's like
problem, though. Unfortunately.
right. It's like what you scared of. Like, I mean,
Right.
what am I gonna lose
Right.
by pulling somebody
Right.
into railroad, or what am I
Right.
gonna lose by giving this 14-year-old dude or this 13-year-old dude some game about real life? I'm not
Right.
losing nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm
And
helping you gain
you
something.
gain it. You helping him, and then people
Hmm.
don't know that too. You are gonna gain too. When you help people, you bless people, it comes back, man. Just like
Right.
karma is real, blessings are real too, man. When you bless someone
Yeah.
and it's genuine, it's gonna come back to
Hmm.
you even bigger and
Right.
better. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yep. Because I could pinpoint the times when uh, probably from like 19 to 25, up in that age group, when I was really, really out here madness and doing what I
Right.
was doing. No, I was an evil person. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get the name devil because I was a nice guy handing out roses to everybody. You know what I
Right.
mean? But my
Right.
life, you know what I'm saying? My life, when I used to I used to sit on my mother's balcony every day. When I used to come home from a day's work on the block, I sit on the balcony like, man, now why is my life so messed up? You know what I mean? Why I can't get off first base? You know what I'm saying? Why I can't, I can't get past first base. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got a car. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I got guns, but I really ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't understand that. It's because I was doing so much bad to people, you know what I mean, that it was karma. You
Shit
know what I
wasn't
mean?
balancing out. Yeah,
Yeah,
karma. You ain't.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So once you change your mentality and you change your ways and start living righteous for yourself and creating your own lane and doing little stuff here and there, you know what I mean?
That's a big
Stuff
difference, ain't it,
start
Deb?
happening.
It's
Yeah.
it's so cold you can see it. Like it's a lot of stuff
Hmm.
now that I see, and I think about that. Just what you said, like when I know some shit could have been bad. It's certain shit that you do, like say for instance, the other day, just like my phone. I don't never do this. I think I left the gym and left my phone. It was some weird shit, and I was already back at the house. Homie, like my gym is close though. I'm already back at the house, like and realizing shit. I'm like, oh man, it's all bad, right? Go back.
Hmm.
My phone is right there, and this where it was. You would never think, but I know that's just because of good shit. I ain't got no bad shit on me. Because back in the day, I know that shit would have been gone. You feel me?
Right. Right.
Or just certain little shit that you notice that is different that wouldn't go that way before, or you may have
Hmm.
went on up in on the other end. You know what I mean? It's just like
Yeah.
whatever how shit happens today. It's just because you don't have no bad on you. You know what I mean? You all good. Your face, you got a
Hmm.
clean face card. Shout out to
Yeah.
Shaniqua. I just noticed Shaniqua was up in here. Shout out to Shaniqua. What up, sis? Yeah,
Bang
but
bang not a gang, Shaniqua.
yeah. She a Niner too. Shout out to the Niners. Yeah, much love, Shaniqua. But yeah, just like she said, Karma's a bitch.
Yeah.
Then you marry her sister. You feel me? Yeah. So that's why I'm saying I try to live like that, devil. Everything you just said tonight, homie, hit right on the head. Because that's why I said earlier too. You look yourself in the mirror and know who you are. Practice what you preach. You know what I mean? That's the best way to live. Don't be fake. You gotta be real with yourself first. And if you're real with
Right.
yourself, you already real. Nobody else can it starts with you. So just
Hmm.
try to live like that. Like my homeboy Hank said, just try to live like God is watching, like someone always watching you. You know what I mean? You'll think before some of the things you do. She said Warriors, because they beat the Lakers last night. That was all bad.
Hmm.
Man.
And
But
that's crazy that you said that, because that's the way I work at my job, and that's the way I tell these youngsters work. When you're doing a
right.
job, do a job like somebody's watching you,
Somebody watching you, and
and that
I
way you will
best
never
believe
do it
you'll be
wrong.
doing it exactly.
Yeah.
You always knew someone was watching you because that's when you on point. Even when you slipping or
Hmm.
whatever, somebody walk in. Oh, so if you always doing stuff like so, and I know that's almost impossible, but if you just have that mindset, you will do it more. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like live like someone's watching you, and you'll correct a lot of mistakes and do things a little
Yeah.
bit better, man.
Yeah.
So that's some good game right there.
Yeah.
For
And then when
real.
stuff bad happens, you got to learn how to just accept it and move on. You know, what I
Yeah.
mean, it ain't gonna rain forever. That's what I
Right.
always say. When
That's
something
yeah.
happens, car break down, you
Yeah.
flat tire, you an
Yeah.
accident.
It's only
Hey man,
temporary.
yeah, that shit
I
happens.
know it
You know what
seemed
I mean?
hard at that minute, but it's
Yeah,
temporary. And like
yeah,
Said that because we all been through all of that. Been through the worst of the worst of the worst of the
yeah,
worst, and we came through it, and we here right now. And I'm saying that's how I look at it too. You know what I mean? I've been through the worst, so it's like, and we here right now, and all you can do is get better. And what I mean by that is you're only human, but you learn from all the different things you've been through. You know, you learn
yeah.
from them. Whether it's a mistake or it was a blood, whatever, you learn from that and try to carry that with you as you progress. You know, so certain things you can't prevent everything, but certain things you learn before you know how to deal with them differently. And some things are out of our control, but we know it'll be all right. Just like a setback or
Yeah,
whatever. Like he just said, you know, even if it's real bad, your car breaks down right now. It looks
yeah,
bad. Whatever the case, it's only temporary.
yeah. I had a bad accident. Nigga come right out, crack my truck. Bash my truck in. At first I wanted to jump out and, my first reaction is to jump out and do something, but I'm like, it ain't nothing but a fender bender.
Right.
You know what I mean? Shit happens. You know what I mean? Like shit, I got insurance. I just get the shit fixed. No, no sweat. Ain't tripping. 20
Right.
years ago it wouldn't have been like
Yeah.
that.
Right.
But
Right.
what I'm saying, we just
Right.
got to learn to accept the bumps and the bruises as they come.
Ups and downs, smiles and frowns. Hey, shout out to
Yeah.
Nichols. He was giving you props. I said the same thing to the homie earlier, in Nichols. He was giving you props on that video
Oh yeah.
about your job and all that. 'Cause, yeah, that was dope, man. Just I don't know how it was put together. Shout out to Melly Mel too. That was just dope though.
Yeah.
That could
I
be
got
used
homies
like as a
that.
promote. That could be used as a promo type thing. Really, bro. That really came out nice, man. Seriously.
And believe it or not, I got homies who I didn't got jobs there, but they all they messed them up
Yeah,
doing
they
their own
fucked it
thing
up.
or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But
And that's
you
another
know,
thing, kind of what I asked you earlier. Does that make you hard for you too, Dale? Because I'm sure, like you said, a lot of people want you to hook them up or point them in the right direction. Is it hard? Because I dealt with that at one point, like even to the point where you want to put your name on certain stuff. You know what I mean? Like with certain people. How do you deal with that part? Especially
it's
when some
hard.
homies did you dirt or fucked it off before.
It's hard because they don't they remember that because right now we hiring right now, and I asked them, hey man, I know somebody. Oh man, nah man, the dudes you bring up in here. Oh
Right, right,
no man, they still in there, they gang banging man. Oh no man, they too rough around it. That make it bad.
right,
Like damn, I know people that ain't in no gangs. That's
right,
regular
right,
dudes that they come up in here make an honest living, but you know what I mean.
right,
It, it, they just make it bad for me. You know what I mean? But then you got people who look at that and can't respect that because they want you to be that same. They want me to be Big Devil. They
right.
want me to be in the hood. You know what I mean? They miss that aggression, and some dudes can't make it on the streets without certain dudes. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because them dudes was
Facts.
always in the forefront, and they ain't got that no
Right.
more.
Yeah.
Everybody grow up. I'm not. I don't think like I thought back in '86.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know,
Facts. Facts.
join a gang is something I did. I don't knock it. I wouldn't even if somebody. They always tell me, would you turn back the hands of time? Would you still do the same thing? Make the same decisions? Yeah, I would. Of course, I would. Because I wouldn't be the man I am today
Right.
if it
Right.
wasn't for the man that I used to be.
Right, exactly. And all
You know
the
what I mean?
things you went to were things that were presented in front of you or
Yeah.
whatever, so you had to deal with it at that
Mm-hmm.
time, whether it was bad or right or wrong. And of course, we
Yeah.
would say we could have did it better or had a better
Mm-hmm.
outcome. But what we did, like you say, no, we can't take that back. And like you say, that does make us who we are. It's saying like what I asked you earlier about the advantages, and not to even glorify it, but the advantages sometimes of being in the streets and the different shit, not only game that you was given, but you had to learn like certain things
Yeah.
and setbacks and learning people and people fucking over you and doing certain stuff that you learn to where you have a sense of this shit. Like you have intent,
Yeah.
you have extra guards and game like that the normal people don't have because you already
Yeah.
went through all this. You know what I mean? So
It,
the
it
average
teaches you.
person won't have. It's like game,
Yeah.
common uncommon knowledge.
Yeah. The streets teach you to be a man real quick.
Right?
You know what I mean?
That part, that part.
You know what I mean? It's like I wasn't no mama's boy. You know what I mean? I did a lot of things on my own. I learned how to hustle on my own. I learned how to fight and protect myself. I learned how to do all kind of stuff on my own as a young man growing up. You know what I mean? So I didn't pout. You know,
Right.
I got caught and went to jail. I just got caught and
You
went to
had to
jail.
do
I'm
that.
not
Yeah.
crying. Talking about, Mama, get
Yeah.
me out of here. Bail me out.
Yeah.
I got
Cause,
caught. You
cause,
know,
cause the
crying my
main, the
time out.
main thing you said, Devil, is the streets teach you this because they gonna teach you this or they gonna suck you up. There's no way you
Yeah,
was call yourself out on the streets for multiple years, like you said, it didn't learn this or learn something unless you would have been sucked up or just,
yeah,
you know what I mean. So like you
right.
said, the streets will teach you.
Yeah,
You gonna
you got
learn.
dudes. You got dudes on social media that be like posting all these crazy posts about how people don't mess with them and oh, you don't mess with me no more. I'm cool on all these people, and I be looking at it like, bro, y'all talking like it's like some females.
Yeah.
Like why would you care if somebody fuck with you or not?
Right. Right.
I mean, I
Yeah,
don't
but
care.
they dip, but they this shit is different now, damn. It's
Yeah,
just so many things that are
bro.
different that have these youngsters and their feelings like that. And I think a lot of it is social media and different things because you got too much time to think about. See, nowadays, and I'm noticing this, people have too much time to think about somebody else, the next motherfucker, the next man,
That's
or
right. Yeah,
just and it's probably because you looking at them all day or whatever you on social
yeah,
media, whatever the case. So it's giving people too much time. Where before you didn't have time to you dealt with whoever was in front of you or whatever the
right,
case. But I
exactly.
wasn't worrying about all this other shit because you had to deal with what you were dealing with at the time, what was in front
Right.
of you because you was outside running around doing this and that. I just
Yeah,
wasn't in the house or sitting here all day looking on my phone. So I'm sure that has a lot to do with it.
yeah. And then a lot of people get this misconception that going to prison, makes you a man. That don't make you no man going to prison.
Yeah,
That
no,
just teach you to have some type of etiquette about yourself, some
yeah,
cleanliness about yourself, some order.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because all the dudes I know that went to prison that was a buster, they came out a
They
buster.
still a buster. Yeah, you still gonna be who you are. It don't matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
whoever
ain't
you
never did
are.
a day. Ain't never
Right,
did a day in prison.
right.
You know what I mean? Because I
That
didn't
don't
get
make
caught.
you exactly,
Yeah,
and that's
I
really all
just
that
didn't get
means.
caught.
And that's the
Yeah,
difference again, Devil. You hit on that again, and that's not to say whoever been or who ain't. You know what I mean? To prison, but like you say, that means you did not get caught, and that's a good thing. But nowadays, shit, a month. See, but people will flip shit so much, especially nowadays. They'll say, "Oh, if you ain't never been to jail, you weren't really never doing nothing, or you was really snitching low key." Niggas will make up anything to salt you if your
yeah,
shit is really like that. These days.
yeah. Because I had a dude called Melly Mel, one of my close allies, a dude that OG that I had like respect for. He
Right,
called Melly Mel and told Melly Mel, "Oh, I don't know why you interviewing that dude. He ain't even a factor. He ain't never been to prison. He ain't never walked the yard before."
wow,
That had me hot. Like, what?
right,
What
right,
y'all finna go over here and holler at this dude? Melly Mel, I'm
right,
finna go holler at him. You know?
right.
You tell me that,
That's
like,
sad.
like
That's
walking the
sad, but
yard.
that's how they size you up. If you ain't been to prison,
Yeah,
that don't
yeah.
matter if you've been to prison. And that's another thing to me. That's like I spoke on last week. What did you learn from prison, though? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's the thing too, because we don't know why somebody or whatever the case went to prison. What did you learn from that? Because,
Mm-hmm.
like you just said, it don't matter if you win or not. But if you still going back and forth, you've been 3, 4 different times. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's on you. You got caught 3, 4 times. But when you
Right,
see him face to face, then it's all I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean, show me with the prison. Show me how you walk the yard. Come show me right now. How
right,
you
right,
walk the yard. Don't, like that'll, I know a lot of dudes that ain't never been to prison that did
right,
all kind of stuff. But and
right,
I know people that went that and
right.
you got caught.
Yeah, you just got caught.
You
So
know?
yeah, but as you know, again, that's the sad part. People again, will try and
Glorified.
discredit you, and that's again what we're talking about tonight. That's really the low key haters. Anybody
Yeah.
that does that, and that's the thing too. I'm glad we spoke on this too. Damn, look, that's the thing. I think we get fucked up and confused as well, especially as youngsters, homie. Who is quote unquote a real nigga or a real one or a real one? Sometimes we get that misconstrued, and we don't learn until we get older and grown that
Mm-hmm.
uh, that a real one. What is a real one? A real one is a real man. You learn that later. All the things you said
Yeah.
earlier is a real man, a real homeboy, somebody there for you, giving you good game, helping you. But when we're young, we learn that a real one is quote unquote just somebody that's hard, or just
Yeah.
somebody that was beating niggas up, or whatever, who can control, whatever the case. When you're young, but whatever the case, that was a real one. He's a real one. But then you learn as you get older, that same dude that was supposed to be a real one had the most flaws. He did some bitch ass shit. He's really a hater, low key. He's jealous. He even may have been told on somebody. You learn all this later, but this was the quote unquote realest dude, just because he was maybe the hardest dude. I don't know, whatever the case. But this is the things we get confused as youngsters, who was quote unquote a real one. Even today,
Right.
that's going on. And they don't base it on real facts. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly. Because I tell a person in a minute, a young homie in a minute, you don't want to be a real nigga out here in the streets. You want to be a real
Right.
man.
A real man.
You a man before anything, before any a
That
gang
part.
title, a gang name, anything. You a man first.
Right.
Don't make your decisions as a man. You know what I mean? If you whether you prosper or you fail, you're gonna fail as a man. You're gonna prosper as a man.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Don't let these dudes dictate to you how you live your life.
Yes. That's
You know what
that.
I mean? Because
That's advice.
I got one of my enemies who be on my he be on the YouTube. I don't say nothing back to the dude, but he be on my YouTube videos, commenting and stuff, saying little stuff here and there. And I don't know disrespect or nothing, but he's keeping it real.
Right.
You know what I mean? And stuff like that. And it's a dude who, you know, that we hate each other. I hated it. You know what I
Right.
mean? But you know what I'm saying? We get recognition and you know what I'm saying, I respect him like he respect me. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I see he grew up and became a man. And like I grew up and became a man, and he living a good life with his family and kids, whatever he got going. And it's cool that you got, and I'm like, shit, that's a real
Right.
nigga right there.
That's a real one. That's a real one.
Yeah.
And that's just what I want to just touch on. And that's what we need to learn and really know, like what we say, quote unquote, what a real one is. He a real one, but whatever. What makes someone a real one? A real one is all the qualities, like you just said, that makes a real man or a real woman. You know what I mean? And you learn that as you get older. It ain't really about all the bullshit. Of course, that's a plus. If somebody is solid, they're gonna go with you or down for whatever. But it's so many other factors outside of that. And that's what we learn as we get older. Sometimes that's just a facade or a shield that some of the so-called real ones use. Okay, they're just gonna be as hard as they can be or whatever to shield the fact that they lacking in all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's just what it is. And we learned that. I learned that. And then once you do learn that, you know all the other shit don't even matter. Like, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
almost sad, but it's true facts. And you just learn that people, again, like he said earlier, you just can't put too much in a man. People are human,
Right.
and that's all they are. You know what I mean? Don't put too much in a person or a man or a woman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially if they haven't showed you.
Yeah. That's just like if somebody borrow money. Like if people say, man, let me borrow a I said, I'm not letting loan you the money. I'd rather just give it to you because
Give it
I
to
don't
you.
want to
Yeah,
expect nothing back from it.
that part.
You know what I
That
mean? You
part.
ain't gonna do nothing to let me
That
down. It's
part.
gonna piss me off.
That
So I'd
part.
rather just give it to you. You know what I
That
mean? If you give it
part,
back,
man.
give it back. I'm not,
Yeah,
I'm gonna set myself up because I know you ain't got it.
yeah, yeah.
So
That's another sad factor too. It's just the fact. I ain't even gonna blame it on money. It's just so many things of that nature. When that's almost always shows someone character once you take that cross that line. When things of that nature, money or favors or whatever, whenever you cross that line, that always brings out that real person. Like, oh, they could have been talking to you every day or whoop 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 or all this, but as soon as you loan them that motherfucking money,
yeah,
motherfucker, you ain't heard it. You don't see them. It's just like wow. So
nothing.
but sometimes that's a blessing in disguise. Sometimes I love
Yeah.
that shit. It's like, okay, I charge you to the game. I ain't got to deal with you no more. You already
Mm-hmm.
showed me, unless it's something serious, but usually it's not gonna be that serious anyway. But so that just showed me, okay, hey, you showed your hand.
Yeah. Because grown people deal with who they want to deal with.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're
That
gonna
part.
deal with that person you do. If you grown, then
That part.
you do what you gonna do. You
Yep.
know. And then you got people that think they perfect. I ain't perfect by all means. I just got flaws or whatever, but you know
Exactly.
what I mean?
Exactly.
It's
We
working
human.
for
Just like you
me. Yeah,
said, we
whatever.
all human.
Yeah, you make
But
mistakes.
you make mistakes, but just try to learn. We've been through enough at this point. Like I said, everyone's age they are. You've been through enough already. You should have learned something. And nobody's the brightest. Some are sharper than others. We understand, but basic things you know, we should learn, and that's why I just say learn to learn yourself before you worrying about everybody else's business all day and what somebody else doing. Learn yourself. Learn to love yourself. You know,
But
like I
Shaniqua,
said, learn to protect yourself, your energy, and get yourself right before you step out here, even on the field. You know what I mean? Let alone worrying about somebody else's business or what they doing.
hmm yeah, because that's gonna set you back. I mean, you don't get paid to worry about somebody else's
That
business.
part. That
You know,
part.
you can't get that time back either. If I'm spending my time worried about what this person doing, that person doing, I just spend a whole day
You
worrying about
wasted.
him.
You wasted. Yeah, that's wasted time.
But my
Wasted time
but
and
my lights
energy.
getting cut off. But my lights getting cut off tomorrow because I ain't got enough to pay my bills. You should have been worrying about
Right.
that instead of worrying about this.
That part.
You
Priorities.
know.
Priorities all twisted up.
Mm-hmm.
Priorities ain't right. So, but sometimes those are the worst ones. That's why I say the people that are doing that, the real shit is that the people that are doing that and worrying about a gossiping, like you just said, you can just learn from hearing other people. If they the ones doing that all day, they a lot of times the ones that's talking about people the most or gossiping, they the ones be having the most fucked up shit. When you look at their own shit, they the ones that's really fucked up the most. Got the most shit going on and doing all this, but they worried about somebody else. So
The
it,
one that's
it's
giving you marital, the woman that's giving you marital advice about
yeah,
your own marriage,
ain't married. Yeah,
but her
yeah.
husband had 3 kids on her.
Yeah, that should be hella funny. That's what be killing me with all these reality shows too, man. I'm like, how is this the housewives or the love whatever, and have these people ain't even got no husband or they on the show with hella drama.
Yeah,
It's just a lot.
yeah.
I don't know
You got to do what make you happy, whatever that
that part.
is. Live your life, man. It's your life.
That
You
part.
got to
Live
get
your life. Live your
yeah,
truth.
yeah,
Live your
yeah.
truth. For
What
real.
Shaniqua say? Cash app her. Yeah, I cash app you, Shaniqua. I got you. You ain't gotta pay me back.
She said, "Cash at me, Big Devil. I got you when I hit a lick." Cause she out
Yeah,
there hitting them licks. Shout out to Shaniqua. Town business.
yeah,
Town business. Much love,
yeah.
Shaniqua. Glad you came in tonight. Shout out to Elia Delgado. Shout out to Western Air Queen. DD the producer. All the ladies out there. HQ tapped in with us tonight. HQ said, "What? If a relationship is worth saving, then we will understand. It can be fixed because it's worth it." Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Being fake is the new real. That's facts, Shaniqua.
Oh yeah, that's yeah,
That's
that's
facts.
super facts right
Unfortunately.
there. Pimp fake is the new
Unfortunately.
song. Yeah,
Yeah, unfortunately, that's facts. Unfortunately. Man.
you got to promote fake like a mug.
Yeah. For sure, for sure. For sure, for sure. Hey, well, we're gonna get ready to slide up out of here. I know well Deb's still working. I'm gonna get up out of here. I gotta handle business early. So but thank you to everyone that tapped in. Big Dev, thanks for tapping in because you hit on all the points, homie. You just helped the show, man. Look at my sis Shaniqua. Shout out to Shaniqua. I seen that love you sent, Shaniqua. Thank you. Shout out to Shaniqua Town Business.
Yeah, tell
But thanks though, Dev, for tapping in with me because you hit on every mark, bro. It's like you really just look, I hear it over there too. You hit on every mark, Dev. So that was great info, man. Tonight, bro. Appreciate you,
yeah,
homie.
for sure. Just like us, like we never met each other before. You know what I'm
Yeah, but
saying? But you see
you
how
already know we
right,
100.
right,
We solid.
right, yeah. Them the type of friends
Yeah,
and type of people you want to be
yeah,
around. And, you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Surround yourself with,
Right,
positive individual,
right,
whether it's a man or a woman.
right.
Because women
For sure,
can push off positive vibes on you as well. You
for
know what I
sure,
mean?
for sure.
As long as they
I'm a,
don't look
I'm
too
a.
good, you got to keep them away from you. That's
Right,
that
right,
you got.
right, right.
You know what I'm saying? That you got to back up,
Show you
baby.
right. Show you right. You a
Yeah,
fool.
yeah.
You a
They
fool.
can positive vibes both ways.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. There, hey, said night y'all, Big Dev. You always got a good game to spread. Yeah. Always. Shout out to Big Dev, man. That's why
Yeah, sir.
everybody fucks with Big Dev, man. Because Dev is a real one and a real dude. Real friend,
Yeah.
man. Real friend. For sure.
Just gotta
Thank
keep
you.
it real, keep it positive. So,
Yeah.
just being real.
Yeah. Solid, homie. Solid. Um, thanks for hanging. But thank you again to everybody who tapped in tonight. Thanks for the love, Big Dev Show. OG Steve, Shaniqua. Yeah, much love, OG Steve. Thank you, bro. Big Dev, thank you, homie, for tapping in and the love you showed. Shout out to Shaniqua and everybody in the chat. DD, my producer, for the great questions and input as well. And Western Eye Queen, I ain't forget you. Ian Nichols, Monique tapped in. HQ, I can't forget HQ45. So all the ladies, man, thank you. Much love. Tone West, what up, homie? Libra gang. Happy C Day again to Snoop Dogg, the Big 5-0. Y'all did it big last night. So much love. And Big Dev, thanks again, homie. We'll be back Friday. We got the homie Rick Rock will be our guest this Friday on the interview. So everyone tap in this Friday night. We'll be back at it. Salute to everyone in the chat, and everyone have a great rest of your week. We'll be back at you in a minute. Yeah. Much love, Dale. Peace. We out.
All right, G-Lew.
All right.